Hey guys, I got a request on Facebook recently to do a tutorial on Iilwy, so this video is on Iilwy. So let's start out. The song is based around the C chord, and it's in C major, and I do my C chords a little bit differently, as I've explained in a previous video. Is instead of doing them this way, with the third finger getting the C, I'll use my pinky to get the C here on the A string, and then I'll use my third finger to get a G on the low E string. So doing more like that. Makes sense. So the song starts off with your index finger on the C, and that's on the B string, so that's the first fret. First fret on the B string. Pluck that, and then you slide up to the third fret. And then after you slide up to the third, we are going to make a C chord. We'll almost make a C chord, except for the first finger I don't bring in yet. So bring in this chord, so it's 3, 3, 2 are the frets. And just like I do my C chord, it's my third finger on the E, pinky on the A string, and then my second finger here on the second fret on the D. So, then go to that chord, and then you want to pluck with the thumb and the ring finger is how I do it. So, and the ring finger is on the high E, and the thumb's on the low E. And then I use my thumb to go up these next strings. So far it's so far it's cool. And then we're going to go back to that first finger on this first fret, and we're going to slide to the third fret and then slide back to the first, and this is all done with one pluck. So, and then we end up again same finger picking pattern, except your ring finger is going to go on the B string, and that's just going to be open. So, and then instead of this chord, these three, we're going to change it a little bit and move this note over to here. And so I fret that a little bit differently. It's pinky finger on the 5th fret, and then second finger on the 3rd fret, and first finger on the 2nd fret. So like that. So, and again going down with the thumb. Also, I commonly get this song referred to as Iilwy, and it's actually Iilwy. You can't really tell within the YouTube's font because it looks like L-I-L, but it's actually 2 I's, which is a little bit weird. I never correct people on it, but I guess since I'm on video now, I can throw that out that it actually is 2 I's. Even my friends will say Iilwy, and I'm like, okay. Like I don't bother to correct anyone because it's a strange name. But okay, so far we got cool. And then once again, just that beginning sequence. So far, I'll play it a little bit faster. Dance party version. Cool. So we got that so far. Also, the tab's in the description if you want to follow along that way. It can get confusing just with me throwing out numbers, so you can see the tab as well. Okay, then after that, we use the first finger a lot for these little changes, and then we're going to do F on the high E string, and then again open, same finger picking pattern. Only this one's a little bit different because it's not one chord that you just move down with your thumb. It starts with the first fret on the low E string, which is an F, and then open A, and then put the pinky down on the 3rd fret on the A. So I actually wrote this song on piano first, and with these chords I just kind of moved moved them around like this. And then, oops, and then I had to figure out how to put it on guitar. So a few of these chords are a little bit different than things I would normally do. Like this is an example. That's because I wrote it on piano and then had to move it to guitar and realized there was no way to just go and get that right note unless I changed the tuning, which I didn't want to do. So far we got beginning again. Here's that F. Just 2 plucks on the A. And then the beginning sequence again. And this one ends a little bit differently. I'm going to do open B and 1st fret on the B string and 2nd fret on the A, so which sounds kind of sour. Well, it is really sour. So it's a little bit dissonant, but I like to throw just a little bit of dissonance in my songs, and I think overall it sounds great. With just a little bit of imperfection, I feel it's a lot more beautiful than just, you know, perfect major chords all the time. So I think dissonance is good. And then that, much like this F here, the next string we pluck twice with the thumb, and that moves into the 3rd fret. So this whole part is a bit dissonant because here's the tritone right there. It's kind of transitioning. Then you slide that finger up to the 3rd fret again. And then it ends with a perfect C chord here. And that one's 2 C's, just a regular C chord, not the way that I normally do it, just like that. And like the B string and the A string, and then move down with the thumb. You get a regular old C chord there. So I like to do that a lot, where I will end songs or end certain parts of songs with kind of dissonant, weird, and then back into like, okay, this makes sense. So I think it adds a nice contrast. So far, I'll play everything so far real slow. Dissonance. And there it is. There's also a bass note in there missing, but that actually was done with, in the recorded version, was done with another guitar because that's a low C. So I had one track in that song where I just tuned down my guitar to low C and then just did that. So again, that was part of the piano version, which can't be played on a regular standard tuned guitar. And to my knowledge, well, it would be very difficult to play the whole song with that bottom note. Well, I guess I would just have to tune the guitar really weird, which I didn't want to do. So I just added another track to get that low C in there. Yeah, and recording this music video it's not the most difficult song in the world, and I think this is a great song for people who are just starting to fingerpick. I think it provides a good amount of challenge, but it's nothing like really technical. And but anyway, filming it was really hard because I couldn't move my fingers because it was so cold. And it really, some people thought I was green screen, but it really was shot in the snow, and that was really cold. So it was kind of ridiculous. And we filmed for a while too. So yeah. And how did I get into the chair without any footprints around me? No one will know, except for me. It's actually actually not that interesting. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.